Good morning, YouTube. This is Talking Talk, a platform where we're practicing languages by fully conversation in the language that we are practicing for. We usually have some subject and some questions to guide us in our conversations. And today we will talk about the cost of connection, the real versus artificial friendship in the age of AIs. I think the subject will be really interesting to talk today. And this is not a class, I'm not a teacher, I'm not here to correct anybody. I'm here just to guide our conversation. And in this platform, we are not here to teach nothing, just to help people to practice more and more, to practice the talking and confidence in real conversations. So it's okay to make mistakes, to forget things, and yeah. So starting with our first question, I start with Osvaldo. So, just to check, guys, all of you already has the questions?
I
Okay,
have.
thank you. So Osvaldo, how might a product like Best Friend can change the way people interact with their real human relationships?
This video is so interesting. I like that a lot. I've never heard about this product. I don't know if there is a similar product currently. Don't know, or just this animation. I'm sorry, but in my perspective, I think these steps are possible, and unfortunately, we can have this kind of resources along the time, because I realize as human beings, we are losing our 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 essence of interaction and connection. I think um that's sad, in my opinion. For me, nothing replaces the human connection, because we have feelings, we have different backgrounds, and this relationship used to build a strong connection and um, self self learning, yeah, something like this, yeah. In my opinion, this experience help us a lot during our life in general. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think there isn't any product like the video, but
But it's
nowadays people,
possible.
yeah, totally. I agree with you. Because nowadays people are already have a relationship with AIs in the
Mm-hmm.
chat and voice AIs. So I think it's totally possible in the future, mainly with the glasses of VR. This could become more possible. And yeah.
Absolutely, we have technology to deal with this.
Yeah, I can imagine how would be the human relationships if someone created that.
Yeah.
And for you, Luis Augusto, what's your opinion?
Um, Question number one. Yes. Okay. How might product of best friend change the people interact? Okay. In my point of view, um, a product like best friend um, uh, can change how people interact with real human relationships. Some people may spend more time with the product and the less time with friends or family. Understand? It is very, very complicated nowadays. They may feel comfortable because it always listens and agrees, and the other things. Okay, and that's it. It's my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, totally agree with you. This about every time some agreement is something that's dangerous because with
Yes.
real connections, every person has one point of view and values and thoughts. And when with artificial friendship, they will just agree with everything and say, no, you're right. You're incredible. You don't need to change any opinion. And this is dangerous because the real connections are the connections responsible to improve us as people. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's hard.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for sharing with us. And for you, Junior.
Well, actually, I believe that we are going through this possibility because I do believe that the next step for technology is that thing related to neural link from Elon Musk, you know. So I think this kind of possibility displayed showing the animation will be very, very possible because if you think in our society today, for instance, we have all this crazy social media lifestyle. And everyone nowadays, for me at least, looks like they are acting like in the animation. For instance, the guy in the main character in the animation, he was a lonely guy who wants to be surrounded by people, not people, but beautiful people, rock star, you know. So everyone is fake about that. For instance, I live behind Smart Fit in my neighborhood, and you can realize that people going there just to take pictures, you know. So life for a lot of people just happened on Instagram. So I believe that the future will be more artificial, but artificial is not reality. It's not the how we can, for instance, I have a friend who is very drunk, you know, but he's my friend, and with all the bad things and the good things is a real friendship, and this is more important that have a beautiful fake relationships, you know, and a fake life and fake cars, fake everything, you know. At least this is what I believe.
Oswaldo, please go ahead.
Sorry, guys. Junior, I'd like to compliment you. Maybe you know, but there are some mobile apps like Gene Rats that you can take a picture inside the place that you are work out to share with other participants like a competition, you know. Gene Rats, I've heard about this app this week. Philip here, Talk and Talk, had suggested us to join this app just to make us um, um, aligned with the appointments to make exercise, something like this, you know. So for example, I started this week to do this, taking picture of myself inside a gym, you know, just to post that and make part of this game, you know. And this kind of app is another way to socialize. So it is totally connected with we are talking about. Just it.
Yeah, I think nowadays we have these 2 points, the technology could help the connection between people with something similar. For example, people that like video games could participate in communities of video games and something like that. But for another point, could just use the technology for fake connections. So yeah, this is really hard. And this about Neuralink that Louis said, I think this could make the things worse because people with cell phones is something that's more possible to make far from us. So it's more possible to, even if it's difficult, it's possible to reduce the screen time, to install social medias and something like that. But with Neuralinks, I don't see a way to not become these fully day connections. So, yeah, it's really hard. So I will skip the 2, I will go to the 3. I think this is very interesting. So, Luis Jr., what do you think is the real problem Arthur for the video is facing? Loneliness or an addiction to the machine?
Both, but I do believe that Arthur don't like his life. He's not honest with himself, and I think that self-awareness about what we like and what we want to live is very important. For me, Arthur is like the mass culture product, you know. Looks to me that he wants to live in a middle class dream, you know, and all that capitalism can give to you is this, you know, loneliness, addiction, and not a real life, you know, and is this what I think about Arthur?
Yeah. Luis, Augusto, and for you.
For me, both. Okay. And this video shows that we are increasingly and replacing real people with artificial intelligence, and this addiction leads to dependency and destruction. Okay, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a way to self-destruction because imagine, like we saw in the video, when he gets without battery in the device, he is alone. He couldn't deal with being alone. So yeah,
Yes.
hard. Thank you, Osvaldo, and for you.
I agree with all of you guys, but as the question asked, if I had to choose one of these reasons, I think loneliness is the root cause of this problem, because when we are loneliness, we are able to make a lot of behaviors to improve our self-esteem, or our happiness, and these stuffs, you know. So in my opinion, the main reason for Arthur feel that way is loneliness, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he needs to every time be next to some friend, and he couldn't pass some minutes just being alone with himself and enjoy him our own company. So yeah, this is really sad.
Loneliness had led him to do this.
Yeah. And in the video, we saw also another person that have some scars that looks like put away and then put again the same device, maybe was stolen. And even that, the person keeps trying to have another device to not be lonely. So, yeah. Let me see here. Another question. Osvaldo, do you think artificial friends can provide the same emotional support as human friends? Why or why not?
Mm. The same emotional support? I'm not. I don't think so, to be honest. But I think that this research can supply a little bit our loneliness, you know. um, if we don't have a human connection, or we have problem to have a real human connection, because nowadays it's hard to build a strong relationship. All of us have our appointments, our day to day used to be so stressful and busy. So maybe this kind of research could help us. But as I mentioned, the first question, in my opinion, anything will replace the real human connection.
Yeah, it's just a fake thing that could fake our placement, but in the end, will not be
Yeah,
the same.
that's it.
Thank you, Osvaldo. Luis Jr., and about you?
Well, I don't believe that artificial friends can have the same impact of your life with your true friends, because nothing is more because the beauty of life is the surprise, the everyday surprises, and interaction with humans, like Oswald said before, is very important thing because all that you create in an artificial way or in a fake way will not stand forever. So I think that's just drops of little drops of fake happiness, and it's like a drug, I do believe. And I think that we are living this all right now because with all this interaction with the digital world, and I think that is not possible.
Yeah, like you said, um, every person has one aspect that differ from another's, and if we just have artificial connections, we will not have more diversity in the thinking, diversity in the behaviors,
And,
because
and
these devices just agree with us.
yes, as I was thinking here, why in our society nowadays, why we don't have the possibility of be bored, feel boredom, uh, because we can be hurt, you know, because this is the norm of life. We don't need to be happy all the time. We don't need to be well all the time, because it's not normal. Because life is ups and down. You know, we don't need to feel comfortable all the time. At least for me, this no that no makes sense at all. Because when you have a friend, your friend will disappoint you in some way. Because he's a human, as you, you are not perfect. We are animals, So like a biological way to say. But I think it's this. I don't understand why we need to be happy, surrounded all the time because it's not possible, I think.
Yeah, and is I don't know, it's like people don't like the normal days. They want every time to be making something different, and because of that, I feel that nowadays the connections aren't so deeply as in the past, and also people don't keep long-term relationships. It's like every time I want to be incredible moments and I don't know, parties and so on. But no, the connections persist in moments that is normal moments without anything special happen. And I don't know, it's like people every time wants to believe in something incredible, different, and so on. So yeah, this is hard. So Luis Augusto, what's your opinion about the question for?
Question 4.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Okay. Do you think artificial friends can provide the same emotion? Okay. Oh, okay. In my opinion, guys. However, I would say, I do not think artificial friends can give the same emotional support as human friends. Okay, they can listen and give comfort. Let me think. And yes, and give comfort, but they do not have real feelings. Human friends can understand emotions better and share, compartilhar, share, yes, compartilhar, galera. Thank you. And share real and experience. They can disagree, make mistakes, and grow with us. And artificial friends can help sometimes, but they cannot replace real humans and relationship. Okay, that's it. In my opinion, that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It is totally different. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing with us.
Okay.
So let me see here another question for us. I think the number 5 is really interesting. So Luis Augusto, if you had a machine that guaranteed you would never be alone, would you use it? What would you lose?
Okay. Man, well, to be honest, yes, I would use it sometimes, especially when when I feel lonely. Okay, but it could help me. It could help me. Can with help. Sorry. It could help me feel calm and supported. However, if I use it too much, I could lose real and connection with people. Okay, I meet stop. I meet stop. I meet stop trying to speak, trying to talk to friends or meet new people. Encontrar é meet new people. Yes, meet new people. I but in my opinion, I but my opinion, I wouldn't use it very much, so that I don't become dependent on it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, this is important to be aware to not become dependent. Thank you
Yes,
for your
yes, yes.
response. And Luis Jr., what about you?
Well, I would not have a machine like that because I am an introvert and I want to be alone, you know. I don't want to be surrounded for for people.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm a really, I'm a person that like to be lonely. So yeah, there are some moments that I want to be just with myself, doing my things in my own silence. And yeah, I avoid to go out so much, to hang out so much with people because I like um, my own company, and also I get really tired when I interact a lot. So it's okay for me to be with other people. I love these moments, but yeah, I don't know if I will have some machine to be more time with other kind of I don't know, company.
Yeah, we are on the same page.
So let me see here. Another question. I will go to the number 8. I think this could be really great to discuss about. So, Luis Augusto, is it ethical for a company to sell a product that causes emotional or psychological dependence?
Oh, I okay. In my opinion, I don't I do not think it is ethical for a company to sell a product that causes emotional or psychological psychology, emotional psychological dependence. Okay, dependence. Companies should deveria companies should help people. Okay, not make them dependent. Okay, if a product makes people feel addicted or isolated it can be it can be ham it can be harmful. I think technology should be should be made with responsibly and care for users' well-being. Okay, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is not ethical, and companies must to serve people in a long term, not in a short term.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Luis. And for you, Luis Jr., what's your opinion?
Well, for capitalism, nothing is ethical, and I think that we are the product, and they want a lot of money with us. So I nothing is not ethical, and they know because all you know that all this uh, all this emotional dependency is thinking. They know they have a lot of research in how to slave us, you know, like a casino machine, you know. For instance, Instagram is like a machine, you are always waiting for your ring, so I think it's this.
Yeah, they have big researches around how to addict people to pass more time in their devices or applications. I think the way that TikTok works is one big example of that. So, vertical videos that people just scroll forever and a lot of hours per day. And was one recipe that another of other companies just copy and paste, for example, Quai, Instagram, and so on, because it's something that works. And yeah, it's hard. So I think we have more time for one question before people became back for another class. So Luis Jr., in the future, do you think AI will replace certain types of human workers, like therapists or counselors?
Yes, yes, I do believe in this. I think that I was chatting with a friend, I think 2 weeks ago, and he was thinking that is very funny because everyone put a lot of effort to create AI, and the AI will replace everyone who help create this thing, And for instance, my position today is very probably I will be replaced for AI because I work with data, and data is very, very, very. You have a lot of automatizations and this kind of things, and I think that the future is more analog than artificial because I do believe that all these offices job will be replaced. And for instance, like psychologists and counselors, because I think that people nowadays live in a pattern, that is one thing or another thing, So I think that's unfortunately we will have more technology society, but not in a good way.
Yeah, nowadays there are a lot of people that is already having sessions with AI, like therapists. And I think one thing that might impact that is that nowadays people just accept one or another, like you said, and don't listen or respect another's opinion. And therapists, the paper of the therapist is to understand what's happening and to guide the person for the right path. Even if this means to say the person is acting in a bad way or giving advices or something like that. And nowadays people don't accept that, just want their own opinions, and AI will just agree with everything, so it's hard. And for you, Luis Augusto, what's your opinion?
Uh, in my opinion, and in the future, I think um, I think AI might replace um, some tasks and all of uh, thera- therapists, okay, or the other things. But I will uh, not not fully replace them because human and give empathy and care give empathy, care, and real human connection. Okay, in my opinion, that's it.
Yeah, this human connection is necessary.
It is necessary, sure.
Thank you for sharing, Luis. And I think people from the breakout room is backing, so welcome back, guys.
Hi
So
guys.
Hi again. I think Daphne needs to go out. So, Bernardo, how was the conversation for you? And I want to do the first question for you. So, in the video, we saw a product called Best Friend. And for you, how might a product like that change the way people interact with their real human relationships?
I think considering the situation of the world as people use AI for almost everything, we are discussing this in our chat about cycles or shrinks and work, search, and everything else. I think that people are really confusing solitude with loneliness. And when this person become lonely, it's very easy to become addicted to something that would change in a pass of magic. Shut up, here is your best friend. But we know that behind scenes, machines and AI, there are a lot of human minds working, so that's still human behind the scenes. So at least for me, nah, I would never use it as a real friend, just for conversation. No, I really like being lonely sometimes and feeling solitude. It's very important for me. Not all the time, because then you feel lonely, but solitude is great. Just play what you want, do what you want, be naked in your own house. You don't need to close the bathroom door. You can do everything you want there without, daddy, oh, shit, forgot I had a son. So sometimes it's good.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, and I share that I also like to be alone with myself, because I like to hang out with friends, but I like more to be with myself, my own silence, and imagine to have a virtual, artificial friendship. I don't want that. Yanka, and for you, how was the conversation in the breakout room? And I want to do the question 3 for you. So, what do you think is the real problem Arthur is facing? Loneliness or an addiction to the machine?
Okay. The conversation was really interesting. I was reading a lot about this, about how we substitute our real connection to AI products or robots. Now they release an option to buy a robot. So that has an AI inside and blah, blah, blah. So you could like buy a boyfriend or buy a girlfriend or buy a friend or buy something to have with you in there. And yeah, it's not, I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's as I said, it's a symptom, I guess. Thinking about boyfriend, for example, we always complain like why he doesn't know that, when you don't communicate the problem and you want the other person just adivinha, just how can I say adivinhar in English? Just to guess what you are thinking. Maybe an AI learning your patterns of behaviors could guess what you are thinking. So your boyfriend would guess what you are thinking. I don't know, it's dangerous. Even thinking about that, I think it's dangerous. But okay, and about the question, I didn't watch, I'm sorry, Yasmin, the video, but talking with the guys, I think that we have been living a difficult moment about not loneliness, yes, loneliness, but because it's too difficult to expose ourselves to the contradictory sometimes. So it's easier to be only with our thoughts and do not interact with people and be exposed to different ideas, different options. I don't know. I think that we are facing this nowadays too. Different politic vision, different point of view about food, about everything. So sometimes I feel that people just decide to get alone, to be alone, than to be with other people. And this is dangerous too. And thinking about the addiction to machine, I think that this lead us to this addiction sometimes because as a population, as I said in the other room, it seems that we lost the boundary between AI and our life. Like we are searching in AI to have therapists, for example, to have a doctor, like you put your symptoms in the AI, I'm feeling a headache, my belly's hurting, blah, blah, blah. And then the AI give to you your diagnosis about your disease. You know, we lost the boundary, I guess. So I don't know if it's an addiction or a dependency, maybe in everything. Yeah, it's this.
Thank you for sharing. I will share the video with you because if you feel curious about it, and you say about relationships, problems of the other, don't know what we want, they know, but I don't know. I imagine if relationships with AI, if the machine know what we want they to know, maybe we will feel frustrated, like, oh, but these know everything. It's like the insatisfaction of be satisfied. So this paradox, and yeah, I think maybe this could impact ourselves too. So, guys, I don't think we have time for more one question. So I wanted to thank you all for coming today. And I also want to invite you for the next week. We will talk about identity, trust, and the power of our haircut. So I watched one video on YouTube and I created this subject just because of this video. So next week I will show the video uh, for you and we could talk about that. So if you feel interested in it and have time, please come. I will be really happy to have you all again here. And thank you all for having this chat with me and have a nice week, guys. See you soon.